Welcome back to the 4 chapters. Chapter 1, Fire, sponsored by Axiom Discs. We're here at the beautiful Camp Tecumseh Disc Golf Course. Our players are competing to become the Fire champion here today and win a custom 1-of-1 pound bag. I'm Chris DeMarco here with Lefty McGovern and Dan Schifrin.
Here we go. We got Corey Snyder up first, neg 11, the hot round for the local, followed by Connor, Henderson, Zachary Tesone, the highest rated player out here today, and Kyle Fairbanks, who took third at the Battle of Greystone Woods last year.
That's right, and he took that off of the chase cards, so it'll be interesting to watch him play. Let's take a look at our leaderboard after round 1. Corey Snyder with the 1024 rated hot round, negative 11, and we got Zach and Connor on his heels, 2 strokes back. It's going to be really tough for the rest of the field to catch these guys, but who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be a really good time.
Firing neg 11, unbelievable. Hole 1, par 3, 229 feet, straight tunnel shot, a little bit of complications on the green. We saw some good scores here in the first round. Let's see what these players can do on lead card.
Yeah, these guys are really going to want to attack this first hole here because it does get a little bit rough as we see Corey really get off to an unlucky start.
Zach on the tee here. Highest rated player in the field currently.
Beautiful throw right up the gap from Zachary Tesone. A little bit long in some of that rough there, but that's going to be a good look coming back at the basket.
Connor with what looks to be a putter here, opting for the straighter line, just a bit inside. It was a good looking shape.
We got Kyle Fairbanks stepping up to the tee here. Got a chance to film 1 or 2 shots from him at the Battle of Greystone Woods, but haven't seen too much of his play yet. It's going to be tough for him to battle back 4 strokes off the lead, but we could see things flip around real quickly here at the beginning of this course. Very technical, wooded holes starting out Camp Tecumseh. And with that hour break in between rounds, 45-hour break in between rounds, it can kind of feel like an entire different part of the day here.
I think it was 2011 when I first was introduced to disc golf. We were throwing, backhands, and then I finally was like, "Can I do this?" And they're like, "Yeah, you can throw it that way." And I laced one through like all the trees, and then I was like, "Okay, I want to do this again." So the Salvation Army owns this property. Camp Tecumseh is the Salvation Army camp for New Jersey. All of the kids who come here during the summer come through Salvation Army social services programs or churches in their local town. So through their donations, through the people ringing bells, through the tournaments, the disc golf tournaments that we have here, that goes back into our camp program. I'm a big believer in sort of taking what the land gives you, and I hope people can notice that when they look at the course. We're not trying to force anything on the course. I am very lucky to have a maintenance crew that are really committed to this property. They love when we have tournaments. They're the guys you see when we do our tournament in the boat, going around, getting all the floating disc out. That's Adam and Josh. They really love that people get to come here and enjoy the property. They love that people enjoy what they do, so we take a lot of pride in the course.
Thank you so much to John Copeland for having the Valley Forge crew out here today. We had players come from all over New Jersey. Corey Snyder in a bit of trouble. He's got 2 strokes, but he'd love to get out clean here.
Excellent out by Corey there. It's going to be a tester coming back though for his par.
That's a smart little upshot from Connor Henderson there. This green is very tricky.
Yeah, this starting hole here, if nothing else, provides some really, really tricky footing on, whatever approach shot you have, or even for the putt on the green. So it's a tricky one to start out.
And especially after seeing Corey go so far off the fairway, I think these other guys are just happy to not fall behind anymore.
That's right, Lefty, with 2 strokes. A two-stroke lead in this field is not comfortable whatsoever, you know, even with a 10-24 rated first round. Zach and Connor following suit right behind him. It's going to be a really tight race to the finish line here.
Nice birdie too from Zachary Tesone. Sneaks that one in there, gives the basket a little tap.
Kyle taps out his 3.
We got some really high rated players here on this lead card. It's going to be a different style of golf that we're going to see here today. A lot more aggressive play, a lot more confident play.
And just like that, off the first hole, that lead becomes none. And it is tied atop at 10 apiece.
Par 2, hole 2, par 3, 317-foot tunnel shot here. Look at how crowded this green is, so difficult to access it. That's going to be your best bet on that right side. Beautiful opportunity to flip up a slightly understable fairway driver. Zachary Tesone, feeling good getting 2 strokes on the first hole. And this one can be a separator.
Gives the disc a bit of an air bounce there. Really unlucky kick off that tree, but that was a beautiful shot. Honestly, looked like he was hunting chains.
Yeah, I believe Zachary Tesone is an ultimate player. I'm sure we'll see that come through in his game. Connor Henderson's got a very Garrett Girthy style throw that I love.
Kyle doesn't flip that up as much as he wants. Fades out a little early, but he should have a look at his 2. Gets across the water there.
Yeah, that's a great place to be, all things considered, on this drive. He's got to look at the 2. Kevin O'Brien and Chris Costley in the background there.
Oh, and an unfortunate roll.
Water is playing casual here today.
And here we are. We talked about it earlier. These hot rounds in the first. Corey Snyder shooting a ridiculous 10-24. Zachary Tesone and Connor Henderson not too far behind him. But that skill gap, when you start hitting those 1,000 rated rounds, it's really scary up there. And these guys should feel lucky to catch them at all.
Yeah, we got a 4-stroke separation from the most of the field here. So it's going to be tough to battle back for any of these guys on chase. Beautiful upshot from Connor Henderson.
Corey here on his second. It's a good approach into the green. He's going to have a tester coming back again, though. Hopefully he can knock this one down.
This look for Kyle is about 40 feet, slightly uphill.
Ooh, great bid from Kyle to try to sneak a stroke in there.
Zach sort of short arms the putt there. He'll have a tap in par. Good cleanup from Corey there.
And everyone's going to tap out here for their par, and everything's going to stay the same for now.
Hole 3, par 3, 273 feet. You got a really, really narrow gap right off the tee, and players are going to want to throw something that breaks left to right, sort of late, and once again, sort of a common theme here at Tecumseh, another guarded green. Let's see what these players can do.
Wow, shout out Allison DeMarco, the hole sponsor for this hole here at Camp Tecumseh today.
Now forehand is the popular play here. Keeps the player's eyes on the gap, and if you're a righty, that's the left to right moving shot you want. Zach demonstrates this nearly perfectly, putting it inside 15 feet.
Yeah, this is one of those holes that can really be made to look easy, but it is so challenging to get through that tight gap.
This is one of the strongest C-tier fields you're going to see maybe ever, and Zach just made that shot look easy, and not a lot of the other guys on this card, let alone this field, can do what he just did there.
I think that's true for New Jersey. Out on the West Coast, C-tier tournaments are just like MA1's ripping with like 970, 980 constantly, I think.
Yeah.
But out here, this is a really deep field, all things considered.
Kyle opting for the turnover here. Just turns it over a bit too much and hits on the right side.
Good shape to it, just a little inside. Corey going backhand here.
Wow, that is an incredibly flippy disc. And he sticks the green.
That was beautiful.
And as Corey just showed you, you can go both ways here if you're a righty. You just need to be darn good.
I love the height on that turnover. Left side of the fairway was kind of crowded there, so Kyle only gets to about 25 feet.
High left side. It's tough to get those to stick with that much pace.
Yeah, just off the mark. He did not like that one out of the hand.
Ooh, looked like Kyle thought that one was in, but unlucky break for him.
We saw a lot of those in round one, right off the top of the cage, very slow putt.
That is a putt. Not a putt. A putt.
With 2 capital T's. Yeah, that was a really nice hit from a tough position there.
Zach, good for the birdie. Taking the lead at -11 real quickly after 4 holes.
2 for 4.
Excuse me, after 3
Yeah, I
holes.
was thinking 3, and as you said that, I was like, wait, what? Just ran with it. Unfortunate bogey for Fairbanks. This is a course where you can heat up. There's a lot of birdies to be had out here. Hole 4, par 4, 656 feet. Extremely fun tee shot to throw here. It is relatively narrow the whole way down this fairway, but you can kind of get sneaky on some inside lines.
Now, this hole's a fun one, but not a very scoreable one if you take a look at our first round. Our very own Michael Scardino was one of the few people that actually birdied this hole.
There you go, Scardines.
Yeah, it's a gradual bend to the left, so if your disc kind of hyzers out too early, you can find yourself in some pretty rough stuff on the left, and if you find yourself going too straight, you've got some pretty difficult footing for your upshot as well.
Bomb from Corey Henderson. Didn't get that much distance down the fairway, but he swung that out wide. Pure hyzer the whole time. That one was a bit too straight for Corey. Really nice
Great
line, but
tree love from the local.
yes, love to see it. Don't really know much about his game, but I expect he's going to have some real crafty scramble out there, and also some good distance. You know, just a local representing the course that they start playing at.
Kyle flipping up something beautifully there.
That's a bomb. I'm just going to say it one time.
Looks like he's going to have great footing for his approach.
Corey still got about 450 to go here. That looked like a great shot.
Yeah, with that, he's just playing for par, just laying up to the creek there and probably pitching up for his third.
Connor considering some options here, a little bit off to the side of the fairway. He'll take it. I like that he's okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of players would have wanted that to go the whole way, maybe barely sneak across there.
Yeah, not
get
too
onto the
greedy there.
green.
It was a great standstill from that position.
Yeah, really nice play. And that's just butter.
What a flow to that stroke. That was very cool to watch.
Take notes, players. Take notes. The highest rated player in this tournament just...
That was
What was that?
That was just the easiest flex forehand upshot I've seen.
He just didn't try to bite off that much. I love to see it.
It's very smooth.
Got himself right to the end where that final bend is. He'll have a straight up
Unfortunate
shot.
first available for Kyle. And he's having a rough go on this hole 4 here.
Yeah, that bogey on 3 may have rattled him. The players are getting started off well here. You got Zach Tesone going 2 down through 3, and Connor Henderson clean through the first 3, which are some of the more challenging holes in the course. So there's pressure out there for sure.
Chris, when coming up with a layout for a tournament at Camp Tecumseh, is this one of the holes that you feel like you have to get in?
I mean, come on. Corey Snyder almost just throwing one in. This hole is so beautiful, and not only is it a great hole, it also embodies the spirit of Safari. It's repurposed a part of the course that was heavily criticized, to be honest. It needs to be said. I mean, I liked the previous holes 4 and 5, but a lot of people, you know, had different thoughts about it, different opinions about it. So to see the designers come up with something like this is just like amazing.
Yeah, it's a testament to what John said earlier in that clip, that they just use all the land that they got and use it well.
Speaking of amazing, how about Tesone's bid there? That was hunting the basket.
Yeah, he almost just dropped that in. It's not easy to get power from uncomfortable stances like that.
Yeah.
Henderson with a wide straddle out left here. Do we know what his home course is?
Sorry. Connor Henderson's home course is Camp Gaw.
Oh,
Camp
Gaw.
So he's definitely familiar with the awkward positions on the green as he puts that one in for his par.
Very floaty, clean putt from Zach Tesone. He's just been dropping them in nice and low, but into the basket.
Yeah, super clean, 2 through 4 so far. And still in the lead.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how this layout played, though, Lefty. Went with a couple different options, added in B and C on the back end. I mean, the original 18 is so great, but it's nice to have some fun out here. Hole 5, par 3, 234. Lots of different options. You saw the main 2 on the front of the fairway, but you can go left side, open green. Most players are going to have a look at a long putt here.
I expect 4 ace runs, to be honest. Right as I said it.
I would not disagree with that, though.
There are a couple different options on this hole. Dan, you said that you expect to see ace runs. What's your preferred line on this hole?
I think going with a wide hyzer forehand if you're a righty is really awesome to run the basket, but kind of stay close and have an inside the circle putt. A lot of guys opt to go straight up the middle, right at it. There's a lot of ways to do it.
Beautiful throw from Corey Snyder. A little bit long, but that was gorgeous. Flew right over the basket.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna have 40 feet coming back. Another up the middle play here. Use this to hook up. Yeah, very well played.
That line makes the hole look so simple. We might just need to start doing that. Long putt up the hill for Zachary Tesone to go 3 down through 5 in the second round here.
Valiant effort, just a little short.
Tough comebacker for Corey. I was going to drop a hard. Corey Snyder's looking good if he hit that.
Definitely not what he wanted.
Yeah, another comebacker here, right about the same distance, maybe 35. Uphill.
Squared up's the top of the band. Tough break.
Kyle with the great birdie, making the hole look super easy.
And we have Connor putting some pressure on Corey.
And Connor takes solo second with that one. Sort of a shakeup from the beginning of the round. 2-stroke lead is no longer that.
Love it. Hole 6, par 5, 755 feet. Gorgeous. This is what New Jersey has to offer in terms of disc golf. Ridiculously long hallway here, but it's very fair, very true the whole way. Right to left hookup as you go. We're going to see some aggression on this tee here. It really does open up after this first 150 feet. Connor's talking cranks over here.
Is more stable. Pretty interesting.
That was going right out into the open part of the clearing there. If you can drift out a little bit to the right side, you can really attack down the second part of the fairway. Get yourself a look for the 3.
Chris, you're right. Connor has that same thing that Girthy does with his left arm. He kind of lifts it up over the shoulder before he swings.
Yeah, he's swagging hard out there. That much is clear. Kyle Fairbanks, very similar approach that he took on last hole, hole 5. Just throwing a very stable disc on a light hyzer right up the middle. Oh yeah, that's a late turn. Driven shot. Great placement.
Yeah, let's see that again.
For those of you watching at home, this is the hole that separates the disc golf boys from the disc golf men, and you just saw why.
I started throwing one after the free form.
Inside for Corey there. That looked like it was going to flip up and ride nicely out into the open part of the fairway there, but a little bit of an early release. Oh my.
Great shot from Corey. Not exactly the start he was looking for after that hot first round, but still managing to hang in there at the top.
Yeah, he's carving some sick lines out there with those skip shots. Backdoor look from Connor Henderson.
What an aggressive pop on that forehand. Such a fast flick.
Yeah, you see a wide variety of approaches on the forehand shots, whether it's the follow through like Eagle McMahon style or more the Dustin Wolf, not following through and just popping really hard
Kind
style.
of a sharp recoil kind of thing.
I'm just going to continue to compare Eagle McMahon and Dustin Wolf as disc golfers.
Very
Really
similar.
high shot. Curious to see if that would have continued turning. I wonder if that was as high as he wanted it.
Not sure what he was going for there, honestly. He was in such a great position.
Fairbanks leaves that one a little bit low outside. This hole can get the better of you. Obviously, there's a lot of trees.
Good tree kick there for Corey. Probably needed something a little more overstable on that approach to fade out a little earlier.
See what Connor's lining up here. Oh, yeah. That's money. Right on the green.
Yeah, definitely just made that hole look way too easy. And Connor's going to be putting for birdie.
This is one of those holes where it's so easy to find yourself just hitting so many trees, and then you see someone play it like that, and you just realize, oh, that's all you have to do.
I think it really says something that we're seeing some of the most conservative, safe golf that we've seen. Granted, these guys can throw a little bit more distance than some of the players we're typically watching, so they can make it look effortless.
Sure, but that's not what they're doing. They're hitting their spots,
Yes,
and putting themselves in great positions for their next shots. Just making it really look standard out there.
So effortless. Good effort from Corey there.
Ooh, Zach with the stepper. He's got the jump putt and the step putt.
Off the mark for Kyle there. Haven't seen any really long putts yet on the card. Sometimes it just takes that one to get things going. Connor, real nice look at his 4. That's going to be a stroke on a lot of this field. Or 2.
Unfortunate bogey for Kyle there. Kind of moving in the wrong direction, but back 9 is scoreable.
Let's get a word from our sponsor, Axiom Discs. Thank you to Axiom for sponsoring the event. Gave out a number of baskets at this tournament. Was a real good time. Lefty, talk to us about that leaderboard.
It's still jam-packed at the top with our 3 heavy hitters holding it down. Andrew Stockland has appeared to be making a push off the chase, and we'll see what he can do on this back half.
Hole 7, par 3, 464 feet. It is slightly downhill, but we've got a long way to go down this fairway before you get to a very crowded green. This thing starts to get real closed off at about 60 feet, so we saw Dylan Cook hit one from distance yesterday. We'll see what these players can do here today.
Connor with a beautiful late drifting turnover. Looks to be a bit short, but it's better to be a little shorter of that mouth than kind of finding yourself in the brambles there. Zachary up next.
So high. Oh, look at this turn.
Oh my God, Tim.
Wow. He pushed that one deep. I think they could see off the tee that they almost hit Sim there. Good moves from our catch.
Really interesting to see his pullback was much higher than normal to get that kind of high to low follow through. That was really awesome.
I think it's clear what he was trying to do on the last hole going through that back door there. He can really get him up high and let him do that late turn. You love to see that.
Yeah, he's got really good angle control. And Corey skies that one. Frustration showing there. That's going to be a tough approach.
Yeah, tough start, but if he can just kind of get things together, he's only going to be 2-3 strokes off the lead here after this hole. We can really see some players heat up on that back set there. So many open, straightforward shots. If you can just stay out of your way on the back nine, you can go 7, 8 down. I mean, I can't, but these guys can.
Kyle with a great drive there, right to the mouth of the gap there.
It's tough positioning for Corey here. He appears to be looking back over to the mouth here, so I think he's playing for a 4, maybe a long look at the 3. We'll see where he ended up there. Love to see the chatter out there.
Yeah, this card didn't seem to know each other too well when it started, but they were definitely getting along super well. The vibes were really high all day. As Connor puts one right where it needs to be.
I'm not sure what course Zachary Tesone plays at most often.
He actually told me that he's never played Greystone before, if you could believe that.
I can believe it if he's not from New Jersey.
And Zachary Tesone.
Princeton, New Jersey. And he'll be playing in Mercer Manic Mondays, so Central Jersey guy.
Oh, so he's a
There we
Mercer
go.
guy. That's cool.
There we go. I believe
a cool
Kyle
course.
Fairbanks is a Thompson guy, so I'm sure that they've played together before. I think Zachary Tesone mentioned he was going to come to all 4 events. I'm not sure if he said that. But I'd love to see him at Gray. Would love to see what he could do there. Stepping out into some of the more open holes here.
As we see Corey's lie, we can tell that he threw an absolute gem to get out of that trouble that he was in all the way down the hill to the left. Fought
Wait,
through.
what?
Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize
He
that.
fought through
What?
all the trees. I don't know if Tim missed it. Shout out to Tim. He's great. But that was probably the second, if not the best shot that we caught on film the entire
Or
day.
didn't catch on film.
Wow,
We caught the
excellent
first
par
half.
save. Excellent par
That's
save.
unreal. I did not even realize that he was
Yeah.
under the basket there.
Thank you, Lefty. I didn't.
Hole 8, par 4, 556 feet. That is the flippiest thing that Zachary Tesone's ever thrown. And we have got an open bomber shot here. On most par 4s, I feel the second shot is the most important, but this is one where I think distance is key here.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's very limited distance after that second set of bramble there.
Angle's going to be a little pinched off for Connor there. That was a good shape to that shot. Just a little too low and too straight. Wow.
Beautiful.
Let's talk about those reflexes on that hat catch.
The kid does it a lot. That's all I gotta say.
That was so naturally part of his stroke. That was so cool.
Whenever he does it, it's a crush. So don't think it messes him up. It makes him better.
It makes him better. I would love to see Zachary Tesone in an Arctic Tundra uniform with that bucket hat.
Oh God, he'd fit
Just made
right
that
in.
connection. Just made that connection. Kyle Fairbanks doesn't love that drive, but he's got to look to the basket from here. He's got these real nice, stable little hyzer shots on lock. Very similar fate to Austin Barron yesterday. This hole plays downhill, and then you can see it kind of goes uphill a little bit here, so it's easy to saw one off and be 2 inside. You think you're going to get more distance than you actually do.
That was the perfect shot from Connor Henderson. He fights his way up over the big giant bush, as we like to call it, and finds himself
You-
right.
Hold on, no. We're not letting you get away with that. No one is calling that thing that. Right over the basket, 26 long. Great shot. Kyle Fairbanks,
Yeah, I was afraid of this. I didn't think he
tough positioning.
got as lucky as
Wow.
Austin did yesterday. He's gonna have a tough scramble.
The kid looks great.
Yeah, that's some maneuvering right there.
Edge of circle for the par.
Might have to tell you, Lefty, to focus on disc golf again. All right, Kyle Fairbanks with a look at the basket to save his 4. Yes. No. Just low, right?
Tesone for his 3.
Unlucky.
Just low.
Been seeing a lot of low putts on this hole. Round 1 and 2 now.
We house a lot of planes, right?
Oh, okay. So you know all about this.
Corey Snyder, great Earth Day guy.
What does that mean?
Yeah, we get nursery orders of like 2,500 plants and then distribute them throughout the forest.
Known arborist of sorts.
Yeah, you could say that.
You were talking about all the chatter he was saying. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, no, he was just talking about how he saves plants or something with plants, and he's a great guy.
I love that. Hole 9, par 3, 317 feet. You've got to cross this path here to be in bounds, so players do need to be aggressive, but you want to keep it a little bit low. You've got power lines and this big leaning tree to deal with here.
And a big leaning boat / canoe.
Much better.
It's a great looking shave from Corey.
That's a beautiful follow through he has on those shots.
Absolutely. Inside the circle for his birdie.
Great vibes out here. Yo. That was the most beautiful throw I've ever seen. Connor Henderson, an absolute killer out here.
The kid's an athlete.
I love that switch up. Very Barry Schultz vibes, just getting right into focus right there.
I think this one's speed and this speed isn't.
This is what I was expecting to see from our lead card here. They're absolutely filleting this drive and making it look absolutely routine. Kyle continuing to struggle here. This hasn't been his best front 9, but there's room to turn it around on the back.
Yeah, he had to play some really good disc golf to get on this lead card. It is a deep field here today, and we saw some good rounds in round 1.
That'll do.
Yeah. That's a great time to hit this putt, too, right before the back 9.
An incredible putt, Kyle. Thank you. Thank you for making this star frame happen.
Big hit. Yes.
Birdie number 2.
We've got faith in this lead card. These
2
guys
more
are
to go.
knocking him down from
I have
18-20.
no doubt about this star frame. I have no doubt about it.
The tension. You cut the tension with a knife.
I'm a little nervous. I'm just a bit nervous, but I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
Corey's an absolute baller. -11? Unbelievable. 10-24. Corey cleaning up the birdie 2, securing the star frame for the group. Beautiful disc golf from our lead card here at the 4 chapters. 9 holes left to go here at chapter 1 Fire. We've seen some great disc golf out there so far, and we're stepping into that open back 9. Players are about to heat up.
Yeah, Chris, with 9 holes to go, as you can see, we got Connor and Zach tied at -12, and Corey right on their tails at -11. Andrew Stockland making a push off Chase at -7 with a bunch of scoreable holes to go in this back 9. Let's see if he can complete this comeback.
Yeah, it's been really great golf from our lead card here. Kyle kind of getting bit by Tecumseh's teeth here, but like we keep saying, there's a lot of scoring to be had in the back nine, so let's just get right into it.